The Bowling Green State Falcons, probably one of the most talked about teams in the MAC right now because of their head coach, Eddie George. This team started off kind of low, bounced back, and then had a huge statement win over Toledo, where they were down by 3 touchdowns. Looked like they were going to be able to repeat that the next week, and it did not happen. And they kind of been on a little bit of a losing streak as of late. Justin, you got anything else to add to the Falcons?
Yeah, it kind of felt like they were kind of trying to scrape by a little bit with a struggling offense, and then I think it's just kind of cratered a little bit. You are now seeing the offense just struggle even more. At one point last week, they're down to their fourth string quarterback, and actually, it looks like they may end up starting their fourth string quarterback this week. But even then, like even when you're down to a fourth string quarterback, I mean, there's just it was a complete collapse last week, losing a 21-0 lead to lose to Kent State.
Yeah, I mean, losing to Kent State just hurts. Can't read, can't write, can't remember what I did last night, Kent State. It
Man, that would smooth off the tongue too. You you probably haven't said that in a decade, and there you were, just ready to go.
just
Um,
rattles off, man.
but yeah, so I their defense is playing well. Special teams are generally like they have a good kicker, but their kickoff returns are kind of fallen down a little bit. They were very strong in that department early in the year, getting a little bit worse now. Need to figure out if the punter is hurt or has the yips because he was excellent the first, I think, 3 games of the year, and then actually maybe 4. I'm trying to remember if the Liberty game was before the Louisville game or not.
he he shanked quite a few recently.
Yeah, yeah, and like again, like the first 3 or 4 games, like he was an excellent punter, and all of a sudden things have kind of fallen off a little bit. So this is a team that really needs to kind of figure themselves out. Obviously, going to be a team that people are going to tune in to watch because you've got Eddie George, you got Pudge the Cat, you have all of that going for this team. Just kind of need to see them be able to turn it around on the field. This is probably the toughest point we've seen for the Eddie George era. We move to the Buffalo Bulls. This has been a very strange team. Came in with very high expectations. A lot of people thought, us included, that this would be a team that would be very strong running the ball, thought they could improve stopping the run, and we have not seen those things pan out this year. They are struggling to run the ball altogether, which now puts more pressure on the quarterback, which is a position that wasn't expected to be a position of strength for them. It was not supposed to be all in the passing game, but now it is because there's just no room to run up front. And teams are able to run the ball on them. So all of a sudden, you're looking at teams battling a little bit more than they should be. In non-conference, they let 2 games they should have won slip away against Troy and against UConn when they lost those in the last one with field goals. And then they kind of, for a little bit, flipped the script in MAC play where they kept winning close games until this past weekend against Akron, where it kind of finally came to roost for them a little bit in a loss to Akron. And now you kind of look at that position they're in, getting to a tougher part of the schedule. What are the Bulls going to do moving forward? Are they going to be able to get back to playing? Are they going to be able to play a little bit better football, or are we going to see this team go on a skid?
Well, and all three of those losses were at home.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah, that
brutal
too.
losses at home.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't want to lose your home games. Those are the most precious currency in this tight race, and letting one of those slip away is a tough break. But that being said, this is still a fun team to watch. They have one of the most electric receivers in college football in Victor Snow, and definitely one of the best linebackers in college football in Red Murdoch. I believe he just tied Khalil Mack's career record for fumbles forced. So watch for him to try to break that here soon.
Yeah, and they were supposed to have like a mean defense, and they've played well, but we actually thought they were going to play a little bit better than what they've shown. Like to the point where we had them like the closest team in the MAC to get any votes to get into the college football playoff. Like, that's how much we liked their defense, and it's been a MAC defense.
Yeah.